Hi there, Sandy here with another polymer clay video at my YouTube channel and my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Today we're going to make very simple disc beads, but the way we put them together gives this really funky, unique look that you can adapt to any kind of jewelry you like. So to make this necklace, the first thing you will need is a blend of clay. Now if you don't know how to make a polymer clay blend, I'll refer you to my video explaining that, and I'll also put some links to some free classes at craftart.edu explaining how to make blends and then how to get them into this nice long ribbon shape. I've rolled my clay out on a pretty thin setting on number 6 on my atlas, which is about 1 millimeter. And then you'll need some cutters. I have here round cutters, 16, 13, 9, and 5 millimeters. And what you're going to do is cut one shape, they don't have to be round, of the largest, and then 2 of each of these smaller ones. And you just keep doing that all the way down your sheet. Now each of these sets of 7 circles will make somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch of necklace. Now in a previous video I showed you how to make a texture sheet out of silicone molding putty, and that's what we're going to use to texture our pieces today. And the way I keep them organized is I do a set of 7 at a time. Put them on one side of your texture sheet, and then just bring the other side over and flatten them. You just want to thin out those edges and then add a texture. And then add a hole to the center of each one. And I like to shape them just a little bit, just so they're not perfectly flat. I think it gives them more interest. Now remember, you're going to see these beads from the edge of your necklace. That's why I like to thin the edges and then just give them a little bit of a ripple. And you just keep doing that all the way down your clay sheet until you've used it all up or you have as many as you want. So here are my little discs, all cut out and textured, and each with a hole in them. And I've just put them on some fan-folded paper to keep them separated. Just keep them all lined up, but you could just as easily line them up on a piece of paper. And I was able to make about 2 dozen of these sets of 7 with just under an ounce, or just under half a package of clay. So now it's time to put these in the oven. I'll bake them at the manufacturer's recommended temperature for about 30 minutes, so they'll be nice and strong. And by the way, if you don't want to make a texture sheet like I used, or you just don't have the materials, you could use a piece of sandpaper the same way. Just fold it over and then you'd be able to texture both sides at the same time. And that's a cool texture as well. So here are some of them out of the oven, and they're all baked. And now you can just string these really into any kind of jewelry you like. And the way I do it is you just take the smallest, and then you add the next smallest, and then the next smallest, which is the second biggest, and then the largest, and then you go back down again to the second largest, the next size, and the smallest. And you just keep stringing them like that, and you'll end up with something like this, which I think is very cool. But I like it even better. Here I strung another sample for you, strung with just some little tiny seed beads in between each. And it just kind of spaces them all evenly, so whichever look you like. And then you could make this into a necklace like I did. 2 of these would make a really cool pair of earrings. You could make a bracelet. So for links to the tools and materials that I used in this project, click here and it will bring you to the accompanying blog post with all that information for you. So here's another look at the project we made today. It's a simple concept, but the design possibilities go on and on. You could change the number of spacers, the thickness, the texture, the shape. Of course, you can change the colors, the size of the spacers, beads in between them. Have fun, experiment, use your imagination, and make something uniquely you. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do, for 3 new videos every week. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share, and follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating! Bye-bye.